Alright, hello again YouTube. I know I already made an unboxing video of this CD, Flood by Boris, but I wasn't very satisfied with the way the video turned out, and I also I accidentally did it in that thing where it's the crappy I don't know, the phone thing when you're holding it the wrong way, and I tried to hold it the right way, but unfortunately ended up kind of looking like that anyway. But I'm gonna decide that I would redo it because I didn't think I put enough I guess I didn't really speak well enough of this incredible album as I probably should have. But anyways, this is not from if you haven't seen the original, I'm just going to say this is not the original seller from Discogs. This is not his. That one, unfortunately, had never arrived. And it was like $50 from the one off Discogs. Your Dexter, you want to have a... There you go. Okay. Now, anyways, that one was like $50, the one I've got off Discogs, and it never showed up. And I got the refund on the guy. And his account was actually suspended. He was probably ripping people off, I would assume. But, now, I got this off Anoxia Records for $19. I really recommend, if you want to get this album, get it off Anoxia. Don't get it off Amazon or eBay or Discogs, because it's just going to be super expensive. And it's pretty much the exact same thing. This is just... So, it's a better deal. It even comes with an Obi. It's actually... I was hoping it would come with an Obi, and fortunately it did. So... That's the Obi. Now let's get to this. Okay, so this is basically, this is not Boris's most popular album. Their most popular album is this album called Boris at Last Feedbacker, which I personally think is their fourth best. This is probably their second most popular, but it's well regarded by their fans as one of their best work. And maybe I'll put the, if you want, I'll put the Obi right here. Show you what it looks like with it on from each angle. So, anyways, yeah. So, and by personally, I'd probably, if I had to rank their albums, it'd probably be this one would definitely be #1, Flood by Boris, and then probably Akuma no Yuta, and then probably Pink, and then probably Boris at Last Feedbacker, which this is basically just one big track, but they split it into 4 parts. And I'm just going to say Flood 1 and Flood 4 are decent, but they don't do a whole lot for me, but they're kind of just filler. They're not really, they're just kind of, I mean, Flood 1 is basically all it is just a guitar loop played over and over again. It's kind of like a track. What's going on? Oh, okay. So it's kind of like a drone track. It's just kind of played. And then Flood 2 is this really beautiful kind of drone post-rock track kind of. And Flood 3 is definitely, in my opinion, the highlight of the album. It's where the drone metal kicks in. And when it does, it's just so gorgeous and so beautiful and just breathtaking. It's just, I mean, it's so heavy, but it's also so beautiful at the same time. If you can see, there's actually some Japanese lyrics, which I would assume are the lyrics to the song. I don't read Japanese, so please forgive me. And but the booklet is it's this kind of interesting material, and even the CD, you obviously can't see it, but it's kind of has a pattern, like a kind of a indent, I guess. But the CD is kind of an interesting material it's kind of made out of. But it's, alright, so this is the inside of it, and I hope you can read this. It's, this is just credits to the musicians, and if you want to read this as well, you make sure it's, hope you can read this. Let me see, okay. I don't know. I don't think you can hear. I don't think you can read it, unfortunately. I don't want to get this light in here. It's probably going to make it even harder to see. But basically, it's just shout-outs to musicians. One of them I actually thought was kind of interesting was they gave a shout-out to Merzbow, which doesn't surprise me because they collaborated with before, but I just thought that was interesting. But, I mean, I'm assuming that the members of that group are probably friends of Merzbow, considering they collabed before. But Merzbow, he's like a Japanese harsh noise musician, if you don't know who he is. But, which I would assume you probably do know who he is if you're a fan of Merzbow and watching this video. But, yeah, that's pretty much it. Check out this album if you haven't heard it before. It's a must listen. Easily my favorite Japanese group. Easily my favorite Japanese album. So, yeah, it's kind of post-rock, drone metal, stuff like that, you know. Great album, and some minimalism in there too. Great album, so check it out. Bye.